Chapter 2. The Lineage, from Dattatreya to Bhausaheb Maharaj. Sri Siddharameshwar Maharaj was not a self-made teacher or an isolated figure in India's spiritual history. His clear and uncompromising voice came from an ancient source, a current of realization not based on institutions, but on inner recognition. A real, living, unbroken lineage. It was never a school with fixed rules or official succession. It was a living path, transmitted heart to heart, from those who had realized the Absolute to those ready to receive it. 1. Dattatreya, the formless source. It all begins with Dattatreya, the very principle of knowledge. He is not merely a sage or deity, but the synthesis of the three aspects of the divine: Brahma the creator, Vishnu the sustainer, and Shiva the dissolver. Dattatreya transcends them all, representing unity beyond multiplicity. According to the Bhagavata Purana, Dattatreya had no human teacher. He learned directly from 24 experiences drawn from nature and life itself: wind, water, fire, earth, a child, a prostitute, an elephant, a bee. Every element of existence became his teacher. This shows that realization does not depend on external forms, but on pure observation and impersonal awareness, the ability to see without judging. 2. The flowering in Maharashtra. Over the centuries, this current flowed through India in many forms, but it found a distinct expression in Maharashtra. Far from the centers of ritual and power, the path became essential and inward. No ceremonies, no elaborate systems, only inquiry, awareness, and direct recognition. In the 19th century, this stream was renewed by Sri Guru Lingajangam Maharaj, the spiritual guide of Nimbargi Maharaj. He was a silent ascetic, grounded in direct realization, uninterested in spreading a teaching, only in transmitting it to those who were ripe. 3. Nimbargi Maharaj, the silence that dissolves. Nimbargi Maharaj, 1789 to 1875, represented a turning point. He was stern, simple, and deeply centered in consciousness. His way did not reject devotion or mantras, but used them as tools to cut through illusion. There was no cult of personality, no mysticism of form, only truth. He once said, "What you are has no name or form." It is that which observes the name he passed realization to very few disciples. Among them stood one destined to shape the modern expression of this current: Bhausaheb Maharaj. 4. Bhausaheb Maharaj, structuring the path. Bhausaheb Maharaj, 1841 to 1914, gave structure to what became known as the Inçagiri Sampradāya. He was a man of learning and precision, combining deep intelligence with inner clarity. He preserved the transmission while adapting it to his time, without compromising its essence. He defined 4 stages on the path: Shravana, direct listening to the teacher; Manana, reflection on the truth; Nididhyasana, dissolution of conceptual thought; Samadhi, stabilization in being. He never sought followers or recognition. He transmitted quietly to those who were ready. Among them, in 1906, appeared a young man of only 18, Sri Siddharameshwar Maharaj 5. Siddharameshwar, the disciple who dared. At first, Siddharameshwar followed the traditional Pipilika Marga, the path of the ant, gradual, methodical, based on mantra repetition, reflection, and disciplined meditation. But within him grew an uncontainable yearning for the Absolute, for the truth beyond form, beyond method. This silent fire would lead him, after his master's death in 1914, to take the leap into the direct path, Vihanga Marga, the path of the bird. He did not create a new system. He simply revealed what was already there, freed from every unnecessary layer, a direct path to the self. 6. A lineage without heirs. Siddharameshwar's lineage was not passed down by appointment, but by realization. There were no titles, no ceremonies, no inheritance, only the fire of inner recognition. He said, "Those who speak in the name of the lineage without realization do not belong to it. Those who realize it, even without knowing its name, are already part of it." This is Sampradāya, not a school, but a living current that flows wherever it finds space, in silence, in presence, in the awakened heart. In the next chapter, we'll see how that space opened completely in Siddharameshwar, how, in the solitude of his realization, the slow path of the ant became the direct flight of the bird. Thank you for being here and for listening. This concludes Chapter 2, The Lineage, from Dattatreya to Bhausaheb Maharaj. Tattvam Asi.